Hey there, Dave Gardner here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use a background removal tool and how to basically get a background picture that is transparent, or basically a picture of you that's transparent with a background, and then be able to upload that in something like Canva that you can then make your own graphics. And so I have created a list building report called or located at listchemistry.com. And so I basically just took a picture of myself. I extended my arm out and I took it myself, but I found other pictures that have been taken by me. And all I have to do is drop them in this software. And there's a lot of them out there. And so what I recommend, obviously, whether you try this one that I'm going to recommend, and the link is going to be below, or if you go to another one, just test them out, because sometimes there might be little glitches and you might see something that looks like it should be that there isn't, and then something that isn't there that should, so on and so forth. But generally speaking, it might come out good enough for what it's for, especially if you don't want to spend a lot of money on graphics on places like Fiverr or other places. You can do it yourself. And so another example, just to show you, and then we'll come back to that. So for example, another company, in addition to my own stuff, but I promote a company called Live Good, and I've made graphics for that. And so, here's a couple that are just different pictures that were taken by my girlfriend in a totally different scenario, and we dumped them into the software, got the and then I was able to modify the background, and I was able to make my own graphics and text based on the work of Canva. So if we go to Inpixio.com, if you're just doing a search, you might just come with this. I'll have the direct link to the actual page. And so, for example, if we open that up and you look below, you'll see that link. But if I open up right there, it looks like it's a free trial or buy now. But all you need to do is scroll down. If you do end up on this page, go to what's known as the background removal tool. Basically, you're looking for remove background. You're going to click that, and then it's just a drag and drop process. And so from here, you're just going to pick a picture. And so, for example, here's a picture of me and my girlfriend. And I'm just going to drag that over here, and we're going to make sure it's live. And once I drop it, hopefully within a couple seconds, it will generate that image. And I'm not sure what's going on. This is the second time I tried this, and it could be because I'm doing a video. It could be because the video, maybe my computer's running a little heavy with stuff and slowing it down before or instead of being it pulled up. So bear with me here. We will get it to work, I promise. So if we go through again, go to removal tools, and that one, some of them, it might be the size of the image. So if I can find one that's a little smaller, so that one's only a megabyte. I wasn't having issues earlier. It could just be, like I said, because I'm trying to do a video at the same time. And so my computer's kind of logged down and going a little slow. And so notice it does pull it up. So just keep trying. It pulls it up for a second, and then you have the option. And so notice it disappeared. Now, if we notice it's a little funky right here, it looks like I can see through that little minor. And I can actually go through and I can check and I can test out. So I can even do my own little backgrounds here, or I can create my own in Canva. So you actually have a couple different options. And so, for example, if we took this, what I would normally do is just take the blank one. And with the blank one, once I have the image I want, all we're going to do now is just basically go over to the bottom right where it says save your photo. I'm going to click on save your photo, and you will notice that it basically dropped it over here, and the photo is uploading. So if I click on that image, we will see that I now have the photo, and it just looking black in the whole background here. But if we then take that photo and we go into some place like Canva, what I can do is I can now modify and I can create my own content. And so we'll let this upload. So let's say I want to do a custom size. We'll do a new design, and I'm going to create a new design that size. It doesn't really matter. You can change whatever size you want in Canva if you're familiar with Canva. And once I'm in there, bear with me as Canva's uploading. Like I said, I got a lot going on up here, so maybe that was why it was delaying the picture. So obviously I'm going to come over in uploads, and I want to upload that picture, and we'll actually see how I have some other ones I've uploaded as well. And so all I can do is drag and drop. It's going to pull my existing uploads. And so there's a couple of those pictures we saw a little bit ago. I have some other ones of me, with different backgrounds, me holding, a little statue and a whole bunch of other things. And so it's kind of cool to be able to do this, and then you can modify your stuff. So I'm going to click upload my files here, and it will pop open a window, and I'm going to go to my downloads. The one that I just downloaded should be that one. unless I've saved it elsewhere. And we're going to see it propagate right here. And what I can now do is just click on it, and that's going to bring it into my actual image. And then I don't have to pay for Canva to upgrade to be a pro member in Canva. And so what I can do now is obviously I can make it a little bigger if I wanted to. I could make it smaller if I wanted to. And I could play around with Canva, which again could be a totally different video and different training. I could go through and change all the backgrounds. Notice again where this item was, it did kind of bleed through it a little bit. And so you do see a little bit of that background. So I might want to get a different picture, or if it doesn't matter, then you don't worry about it. It all depends on how particular you are with your own stuff and what you really need the system to do. And so there are lots of different options on Canva if you've ever used Canva before. So again, I can have that image show up everywhere because it has that transparent background. So hopefully you found benefit from that. If you have, feel free to click that subscribe button so you can get action and notice when I send out my other training videos. And also, I appreciate the love and any likes you can give it as well. Feel free to share it anywhere and let people know how to easily do this, especially if you are working with a team that is then building and adding on and creating their own graphics. And so just to show you some of the other ones that I have created with that same concept, if you already kind of got and grasped the concept, then you don't need to watch anymore, but I appreciate watching all the way through. And so I had a little fun making this video and training series a couple years back, actually. So I pulled the image off of it. And one of the things I want to point out, I'll pull this back, but if you notice the area right here, there must be something that was a different color in the image, and it actually did not pull that for some reason. And so, again, you didn't even notice it probably until I actually moved it out of the way. So depending on how you're setting up your graphics, you can kind of manipulate and maneuver that around. And so hopefully you can have some fun with that. Just to show you another one. So let's say, I don't want it anymore. We're going to reset. We're going to go back to back to blank. And so some of these pictures, like for example, my daughter sent some pictures that are smaller. And so the smaller graphics and therefore smaller JPEGs and smaller amount of data might help that process work. So notice this one went a little quicker. Notice it pulled it out. So there it is. It's removed me from that background, and now I can go and have dinner hanging over the water, hanging outside, in the middle of the bushes in the jungle, on fire, or wherever. So again, like I said, I normally take these and I go with the background that is empty. But if you notice some of the stuff like right there, it didn't totally remove it. It kind of thought that it was part of me. It brought the food in, which was kind of cool because it gives it a little more value. And then you're just going to go down to the bottom right, and you're going to click Save Your Photo, save it wherever you want, and then boom, you're back into uploading it into a service. Or, maybe you have someone that's doing it. Maybe you just send them the real photo, and then they should be able to do the background removal. So again, hopefully you found value. Leave a comment, and I appreciate any support you can provide, any comments. And if it benefited you, leave a comment there as well. Let other people know about it. Thanks.